Dear students of 9A and 9B, today is the last class with lesson number 3, the Election Commission and Elections. And due to unavailability of some old videos, I have decided to teach lesson number 1 of history once again. It is due to technical faults. Some previous videos are not playing at present. That's why I have decided to teach lesson number 1 once again. Lesson number 1, Indus Valley Civilization. Tomorrow onwards, I shall teach lesson number 1. It is due to the technical faults, and only for your conveniences, I have decided to teach it. Now, these are the following points. As per these points, I shall explain the Election Commission and elections. Preparation of voters list. Preparation of a voters list. The Election Commission, before conducting of elections, they prepare voters list. The old voters list are rectified, new names are included in the voters list, old names, suppose voters are no more, voters are passed away, so these names are immediately struck off from the list and new names are included in the list. New names, for example, many new voters have obtained their voting rights. Their names are included in the list. So, after doing all necessary works, a new list is published by the Election Commission, and according to which the candidates are supposed to motivate the voters before the time mentioned for the candidates and political parties. The political parties, on behalf of their candidature, the political parties and their leaders, on behalf of their candidature, on behalf of their political parties, they conduct a number of meetings, seminars, and they approach people what they are going to do after being elected by the people. So they can promise before the people. They can motivate that I shall do it. Please elect me. Please elect me. Help me to win the election. I shall help you. I shall do it. I shall set up schools. I shall repair roads. I shall construct a number of roads. I shall set up charitable dispensary, like that. So these are the promises the political parties and their leaders generally make before the people. But it is the first and foremost duty of them to carry out it on being elected. Otherwise, the candidate is not given another chance by the voters, and in that case, his candidature is stopped is stopped as soon as his term of 5 years, his term of 5 years is over. That's why, my dear students, the Election Commission prepares a list, a voters list, according to which all political parties contact their voters and try to motivate them for casting their votes in favor of their political leaders or of their political parties. And next point, scrutiny stage. What is scrutiny stage? Scrutiny stage means the stage where Election Commission scrutinize each and every part of informations given by the candidates. The candidates are supposed to give informations about his candidature, and election commission makes a scrutiny of all the information given by the candidates and see whether there is any wrong information given, and if any political leader gives any wrong information regarding the requirement of the election commission, that his candidature may be cancelled. No further chance is given to him, and in that case, the uh, election commission gives a note to the political parties of that political parties from from where the candidate was going to contest election. Uh, Election Commission requests that political party to choose another candidate from their party for that election, for the upcoming election. Besides, another point, that is electronic votings, electronic voting machines. Electronic voting machines are introduced by the Election Commission. Why? In order to conduct free and fair election, in order to remove all doubts of the voters. Earlier, this system was not there. Earlier, voters usually used to go to cast their votes by way of casting their votes in a ballot paper, and by folding it duly, they cast their votes and would come back. But that system was not perfect. Many complaints were lodged against that system by the voters, and the entire system of election commission department was totally changed during the period when T.N. Session became the chief election commissioner. He introduced voters' identity card. He introduced EVM machines, electronic machines, EVM machines, electronic voting machines. So, by this way, the Election Commission establishes a good image. Earlier, the image of the Election Commission was not good, because political parties direct lodged complaint against Election Commission and blamed them for conducting unfair election. So, in order to remove this kind of misconception about Election Commission, Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Session changed the entire system of electoral procedure, the entire system of election, and brought new reforms in the system of election. And so many political parties raised objection, but he didn't care for it. He introduced EVM machine, he introduced voters' identity card, he introduced a system through which they could conduct free and fair election and could establish a good image before the people. And ultimately, what had he expected from the people of India proved to be correct. Ultimately, all the people accepted Election Commission to be an impartial organization or impartial body of the people. And ultimately, Election Commission succeeded in course of time by way of gaining the faith of the people. And next point, secret ballot system. Secret ballot system was rejected. This old system of secret ballot system, it is not rejected, sorry. Secret ballot system also is there. Secret ballot, what is the secret ballot system? Secret ballot system. The ballot paper which was provided, the ballot paper earlier which was provided, it was provided for the voters, so that voters can choose their candidate to whom they would like to vote. The voter would choose their candidate and seal sealed on the name and cast their vote. But that system was not good. That's why earlier that system was accepted by the voters and the people, countrymen, but at that time it was not rejected. But nowadays, after the introduction of the electronic voting machine, after the introduction of voters identity card, after the reformation in the structure of election commission department, the new system accepted by the people, and so the secret ballot system was rejected by the election commission department. Secret ballot system, because of the introduction of electronic voting machine, EVM machine. Now, what is electronic voting machine? What is EVM machine? Electronic voting machine is a machine where a number of voters' name are clearly mentioned along with their political symbols. So voters are given this machine for few seconds of time. There is none with him or her. The voter chooses his or her favorable candidate's name and his or her party symbol, and then he can choose, he can cast his or her vote and can come back from there. So there is no kind of fairness in his mind that some would come to know whom he casted his vote, whom cast his vote. So in order to avoid this kind of fear, anxiety of the voters, the election commission department has introduced EVM machine, electronic voters machine, and photo identity cards. Now, why is this introduction? Photo identity card is introduced only because of the reason no proxy voters can cast proxy vote and can take any undue advantage, can help some candidate to win the election, by way of adapting dishonesty and dishonesty. And in order to remove any act of dishonesty, any act of misery, the election commission introduced EVM machine and voters identity card, and after that the election commission has been playing a vital role in conducting free and fair election throughout the country. And now there is no complaint. No complaints usually come again against any candidate's name or any political party's name, because enough or adequate policemen are given protection, and they always protect the boothing center, and so the election, free and fair election, is held in the country. Free and fair elections are held throughout the country. Next point, political parties and their leaders' role. Political parties and their leaders' role. All the political parties and their leaders play an important role before election and after election. Suppose one political party is on behalf, one political candidate or political leader on behalf of his or her political party assures the people that after being elected, he will complete all the works what they promised before election. Suppose one candidate stood in an election and promises before the people that please elect me, please cast vote in favor of me and elect me. I shall promise you, I am promising before you that I shall do like that, I shall do it, I shall do it, I shall do like that, I shall establish schools, I shall set up primary education, primary health centers, I shall set up voluntary organizations, I shall reconstruct roads, I shall construct roads, I shall I shall adopt many welfare programs for the people. I shall remove all kinds of distress from the country. So this type of assurances they can make before the people. But what should be his exact duty on being after being elected? After being elected, the candidate or that or that person who are elected by the people, his first and foremost duty will be to realize all the promises whatever they had done before the people, and by way of realizing the dreams of the people, he always tries to set up an instance before the people that whatever promises he had made before them, now he is going to fulfill it, and by this way, the candidates can be candidates are re-elected for 5 years term more by the people only because of popularity, only because of the faith of the people. Up to this, my dear students, thank you.